Namaste and welcome to Sonali Joshi's Astrojyoti Healing. In today's video, we are going to see conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter in the sign of Capricorn. Those of you who have been watching some astrology videos or they are interested in seeing the transits of planets, they might have heard the news that we can see Saturn and Jupiter conjunction on the 21st of December. How rare this conjunction is, and we are going to be very lucky to witness that this year. Now let us see the astrological impact or what one can expect when these two planets are tightly conjunct. Basically, Jupiter and Saturn both are slow moving planets in terms of astrology. Saturn is usually Karmakarak planet. So depending on the dignity of Saturn in your natal horoscope, the Mahadasha that you are running through currently, and placement of Jupiter in your horoscope will decide the outcome of this conjunction. And since Saturn is Karma Karka, if you have been doing good karma, if you have been trying to do your best as far as your duty goes, that means you will be given better returns by this conjunction. There is one interesting story associated with this conjunction happening in the nakshatra of Uttarashada. Those of you who have been reading mythology stories, they probably can recollect there is a story of Gajendra and a crocodile, and this is about the elephant who used to offer fresh lotus flower to Lord Vishnu. And in his previous life, he was a great devotee of Lord Vishnu. He gets some curse and now he comes on the earth to live the life on earth. As usual, he goes to the lake and decides to offer his prayer. He just thought, every day I come here, I can get best of the best lotus available here, and I do it. I am so fortunate and I am so powerful. The thought of I am the best, I am superior came into his mind, and he didn't realize there was a crocodile waiting for him. And even before he could understand, he realized that he is caught by that crocodile. All his elephant friends tried to save him, but they realized that the crocodile is too strong and they could not snatch him away from the crocodile. The crocodile started going deeper and deeper into water, and with that elephant also started drowning. And that time he realized all the power, all the strength that he has is nothing. We are nobody when we compare to the Almighty. He started praying to Lord Vishnu, and the story goes in a way that Lord Vishnu basically saved him from the crocodile, and it is known as Gajendra Moksha. He basically got liberated from this wheel of death and birth. The gist of the story is, this is the conjunction where one has to let go of ego. One has to always remember that we can learn even from our opponents and never underestimate anybody. And this is what people who feel ego, who feel superiority, kind of go through when this conjunction happens. There is another story in the Shani Mahatmya where Shani asks everybody that can I come to your Rashi? He goes after Bruhaspati, the guru of Devas. At least allow me to come to your Rashi for 7 days. If not 7.5 years, give me 7 days, give me 1 day. And ultimately, Guru agrees, Brihaspati agrees that okay, you can come for Sauva Prahar. This is such a short time, and that is fine. You can come to my Rashi for that time. Saturn agrees. In his mind, Brihaspati decides or feels, well, it's such a short time, Saturn cannot do anything wrong to me. And that feeling of ego made him go through such a devastating steps, devastating story where he was about to be hanged for the murder that he didn't commit in that short period. What is the moral of the story? You could be really good, you could be powerful, you could have all things available to you, but don't have ego, don't have that sense of I am the best, because Saturn is the great equalizer. Whenever there is a conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter, people who have this complex of superiority, they will be going through ups and downs. Those of you who have been following the right path, they need not worry. Astronomically, this is a great phenomenon. Astrologically, this is the time to get the fruits of labor, the hard work or the karma that you have done so far. It's in the nakshatra of Uttarashada, which is the nakshatra of Sun, and hence Saturn is not very comfortable there. Saturn doesn't like the celebrity mentality, and hence if you decide to show off, this is the time where you will be punished or you will get the returns of the karma that you have done. Don't be afraid of this conjunction. You don't have to panic. If Capricorn is in your second house and this conjunction is happening in your second house by a transit, then remember, please don't have any superiority or don't have any ego regarding your family values, your earnings, or the way you talk. Second house is about your family lineage. It's better not to show off regarding these things so that you will not have any negative impact from this conjunction. If this Capricorn sign falls in your fourth house, that means this conjunction is happening in your fourth house by transit, then you may notice if you try to have some, then in the fourth house, then try to stay away from showing off your property, your vehicles, or don't have, so that the impact is less. If this conjunction is happening in your 12th house, then Jupiter tries to expand things and Saturn will try to curb things. In that, people may lose some money. So watch out for your expenses. Depending on the bhava this transit is happening, you may face certain outcome. However, it will be mainly dependent on the karmas that you have done so far and the position of Saturn in your natal horoscope. Keep doing your work, keep doing your karma, have faith in the Almighty. If you want to know how this conjunction is going to work in terms of your own horoscope, you can send an email to iamsonalijoshi@gmail.com. Please like this video, please share this video, and please subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Namaste, thank you, Shubhamastu.